What's going on, guys? Got another quick video for you here. We're just going to be crafting a magic find helmet, a rare helmet. We're just going to try to get a bunch of rarity and mana reservation and stuff like that, some life. And so this is kind of the style of helmet that I like to use personally. And there's a few different ways you can do it, right? So what's cool about rare helmets is that there is a rarity roll for suffixes and prefixes. So you can get one of each and get a lot of rarity, and there's also a craft that you can, as a suffix, that you can put on to add rarity to rare and unique enemies, right? So you can get a lot of rarity on your helmet, and it's really nice. So I went and bought this, and what I did was I went and found a helmet that had a labyrinth enchant that was usable for me. It can be whatever that is. Mine is Wrath. I use Wrath, but there's a few other auras that I would have taken Hatred or Purity of Elements. Any of them are fine. As of right now, I have Lightning Arrow hits two additional enemies. So if I couldn't find one of those, so there's a number of things I could have went and looked for, right? But on this, we found Wrath. And luckily for me, this is how I bought it. We are going to re-roll it, but this is kind of along the lines of what we're looking for, right? So it has fractured T1 suffix rarity, and then the dude who made this before was doing what we're going to do, and he used the essences, the essence of loathing, which if you see other armor, increase 9 to 10% increased mana reservation efficiency of skills. So we're going to go ahead and use that. We're going to go buy some of those here in a minute, and I'll show you guys how to do that if you haven't done that before. But we're going to go buy those, and basically we're just going to be looking for T1, maybe T2 increased rarity as a prefix. As you can see, he's got T3 here. So we might take T2, and then we're going to be looking for a really big life roll. And in an ideal world, we do not have another suffix. So we have an open suffix, we get big life, and we get rarity. And that's kind of what we're looking for. And then outside of that, it kind of depends on the mods and based on how much money we spend and stuff like that. We'll see what's up. But we're gonna go buy some of these Essence of Loathing. All right. So here's the helmet actually that I bought. So this was 3 divines for this. Again, it had already had mana reservation, and eventually we're gonna want to take to that and up that because that's like the lower rolls, I think lesser. So we can get that up to like 10 to 12 maybe if you get exceptional. But either way, so we'll mess with that. And then I already went in and rolled the Searing Exarch implicit to be reduced mana cost of attacks. If you're on Magic Find and you're on a bow, which you most likely are, you're going to want that as well. So as you can see, it was vulnerability here. We just went in and rolled that, and it hit pretty quick. So yeah, so this is what it looked like. This is kind of along the lines of what we want, but we're going to go ahead and divines, and then we want to turn that off. But we want, they're this color, right? Loathing. Let's double check and just make sure. So we want deafening essence of loathing. So that is correct. Deafening essence of loathing for divines. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and buy 2 from the first person that's willing to meet up. Oh, these got pretty expensive. Oh, there we go. So 2 divines. And these are not very difficult helmets to craft. And again, you can either look for the one that has the suffix or the prefix fractured. And again, you don't even necessarily have to have it. You could potentially roll this, but getting it fractured on there makes life a little bit easier. But you could maybe find one that has like big fractured life, or big fractured. I mean, chances of you finding a mana res fractured is pretty unlikely, but it's possible. For a reasonable price, probably not, especially with a desirable enchant. All right, so we're just going to start hitting this and looking for rarity and life on the prefix. So there's rarity and another suppress. This is essentially how we bought it. We keep going. There's big rarity and attribute, but we didn't get our life. We could potentially try to slam it. So, I mean, let's try. We can do that, where we'll grab some of those. We also need to annul that attribute requirement, but so let's see, what don't we want? We don't want mana, probably. Can mana roll on this? I'm guessing that it can. So we come over here. Okay, so we got life, but that wasn't what we wanted, and we still would have had to annul that reduced attribute requirement. So it is what it is. But let's keep going. Chaos res, I mean, could be nice, but again, ideally. So there is. So what we can do now is we come in here and let's see. So what we're looking, hopefully I have it. So here we go. So this is basically what we're looking for, to have an open prefix. So we'll craft this on for now just because, and then maybe we'll get lucky and slam on a nice rarity. And we did not. Evasion rating. So, okay. So back to this. So there's a nice rarity, but we don't want the dex. Nice suppress and evasion. Wow, that's actually real nice evasion. That's a pretty nice helmet, to be honest. And then you craft life. That's pretty nice. That's a shame. But we also don't have rarity, so we don't stay with that. But that is a nice helmet. So there's a rarity and a decent life with lightning. So, you know what? I'm cool. I would not be totally opposed to that. What's the... Oh, it's kind of whack. Rarity is tier 3. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can knock off that lightning res. Wow. Okay, we did. So the question is... Are we cool with 2 T3s up there? Or do we keep going? Because, and honestly, I think we might end it there. Because personally, I'm happy with this for now. We'll revisit this. There's max roll right away. So we'll revisit this at some point. But so we're gonna add, 34% increased rarity, get some nice mana reservation, and then another 45% rarity of items dropped by slain rare unique enemies. So I'm actually cool with that. I would have liked some T2, T1, T2. I think I said that at the start, but excuse me. I have to craft a bow, so which is more important than the helmet. The helmet's nice, but this is something you can do for a few divines, right? When my bow is going to cost, to get a fractured, +2. My bow is very subpar at the moment. So we need that +2 arrow. We've been trying to fracture bows, haven't been hitting. So again, I think I'm going to stick with this for now. Making excuses, I know. But this is an improvement on my current helmet. We're going to have to deal with some fire resistance. But otherwise, I think we're pretty good. And this should be pretty nice. It'll give us some mana res. And now we can allocate something else here. So... that should be pretty good. All right, so that's it, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up there. We will revisit and craft another one, but at least now you have an idea. My rolls aren't perfect, but this is exactly what I'm looking for, right? The evasion is fine. Like, I have some evasion, so that works for me. A hybrid life roll, I think, would be perfect. Get the flat evasion and some life, and then obviously higher tiers on the life and the... increase rarity, but for now this is sufficient. Fairly cheap to get done for a lot of rarity added to the build, and I hope this was helpful, and good luck on your guys' crafting. If you have any questions, let me know. I stream pretty much every day right now, so stop by if you have questions. You want to check out the helmet or whatever, or see how it's working, and yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.